Now, from the University of Okoboji, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee.
Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thee, coming to you from the Man Cave, and on Saturday night at 7:30 in the Roof Garden Ballroom, my friends, it is the Disco Kingz, and I've got members of the group here with me right now. I've got Justine Gayle, and I've also got Trejo here with us. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show.
Hello, so glad.
All right, glad to be here.
Oh, so glad to have you. You know, I am old enough. I was telling Junior about this before to remember the disco era, and it was a great time in the 70s. A lot of things we remember. You know, there was Watergate, there was psychedelics, there was a thing we called hippies and Studio 54. But at the very center of this, guys, was this great music era called disco, or even discotheque. What is it about that era, that music, that still gets people all worked up and want to go have fun with it?
Junior, you got this one?
Yes, Jeff, it's really, I think it's just happy music, because it really doesn't, it just makes people smile. Of course, it's four on the floor. It's the infectious beat. And just, people leave our shows, I know, just smiling, because it's just, it makes people happy, It
takes us back to a very happy time, when the music was fun. And I can remember where you guys are going to be playing on Saturday night, the Roof Garden. The original Roof Garden in the late 70s had a place called Grandpa's Disco. Why Grandpa had anything to do with it, I don't understand. But that was when we'd wear our shirts, open almost to the navel, and hoping to get girls to spot us. Never worked. But, for your band here, Saturday night, tell me about the band. How many members you have in it, and what are we looking for?
Oh, man. We have 12 members in this band. So we go all out. I mean, disco, that was one of the last big eras of live everything.
Yes.
Right? So we have a 3-piece horn section. We have a full front line, 4 singers. In the front, we got your bass and guitar and keys, all of the stuff. Plus, we got lights. We got choreography that we actually took from videos that we watched of live performances from that time period. And we have a little educational tidbits. We have it so that you can actually be immersed in that authentic experience and really bring you back.
Immersed in polyester, if I remember right. Yeah,
Yes.
Because at that very time, I was just going to say that, the biggest movie, one of the biggest still of all time, Saturday Night Fever. And there was all sorts of artists that were included on that huge soundtrack, made tons of money, but there was the Bee Gees. Are we going to hear some of the Bee Gees?
Oh, yes. Definitely, it wouldn't be a disco show if you didn't hear any Bee Gees. I mean, Jeff, I was also going to add, when Justine was saying, is that she didn't mention, because she's a little shy at times, or she can be, but we actually have a disco cage. So when the Queen of Disco, Justine, stands up in that cage, and these lights come on, and there's a curtain behind her that lights up, and she's just standing up there, and she's getting ready to sing "I Will Survive" or "Last Dance," and then she walks down the steps.
Oh,
you gotta see it.
Justine, it doesn't sound like you're that shy to me for some reason.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it depends on the day or the moment. But on stage, I love the songs that I get to sing with this show. I wasn't around during the disco era. However, I did not understand that my voice loves the disco divas, the Gloria Gaynor, the Donna Summer. I just love singing it. It feels good. It feels fun. Oh, yeah. You're going to get the Bee Gees. You're going to get ABBA. You're going to get all of it.
And I had such a crush on everybody you mentioned of the female singers, but also, are we going to hear some ABBA? Are we going to hear, you said Donna Summer. I mean, those are some of my first crushes as a kid.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You're finding out way too much about me.
We're gonna do some KC the Sunshine with the horn section, some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Get some Kool in the Gang. It's the production end of it from Disco Mirror Balls. Of course, it wouldn't be a show without two big Disco Mirror Balls in the back. In fact, you can see one right there in back of my head. It's just a production, and we carry like 6-7 people off stage to put this show together. So besides the 12 on stage, there's like 6 or 7 off stage.
Wow, this is
it's crazy.
Big show, and the only form of clothing that wasn't tight on us back then were leisure suits. We had the spandex. Even the pants were called hip huggers. So are we going to see the costumes that we associate?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure for this show, I have 12 different costumes.
Oh my goodness. How do you...
So every time I come out on stage, I am in a different glitz, glam, total disco outfit. And actually, all of the lead singers, we have a lot of different costumes. But that's part of the fun, right?
Exactly.
The disco era where it was all about the fun. It was all about getting dressed up and having a party. I mean, even Rick James, his big quote was, disco was about making people happy. Yep. It was just...
Yeah, it did, and it's going to again Saturday night with all the big brass. I mean, that was such a great era with all the big music. About every instrument you could bring into it, and it just with that constant beat. It was it was kind of a predecessor to some of the popular music we're hearing today as well.
Definitely,
Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff, I got to ask you honestly. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot now. Did you? By chance, did you have any platform shoes? Honestly.
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yay, yes. And, at about 13, 14 years old, I was 6'7" with those things. And I've shrunk significantly since then. But tell you what, we're going to pause here for a second, and I want to show a clip of some of the music we're going to be hearing Saturday night at the Roof Garden. There you go. There's some of the highlights of what you can see Saturday night, 7:30 in the Roof Garden. Guys, do you have a website if people want to pick out some more and find some more about your music? Or maybe they've got an event coming up and they would love to have the Disco Kingz there.
It's Disco Kingz with a Z, KINGZ, .com.
Go on
our Facebook. Right.
Very, very good. And of course, ticket information, roofgardenballroom.com is where you can get tickets Saturday night, 7:30 in the Roof Garden. My friends, it is Disco Kingz there. It's going to be a great time. And we should dress up, right? I mean, you don't want to just be the only ones changing clothes. You want us to be kind of...
Yes. They actually will have a small dance floor for people to go and have a party.
Small dance. I have big moves. I need to do more than a small dance floor. So I mean,
every theater show we've played, actually, we have had people dancing in the aisles, in the doorways. They'll do a love train all around the theater. So
Jeff,
they're ready to have a party.
Jeff, I call them people that do that. I call them disco tears.
And before I go,
all the disco tears.
And before we go, could I give you just a quick tryout in case you need someone to sing in your band from the Bee Gees?
Go for it.
All right.
Let's hear it.
There you go. There's the Bee Gees, everybody. So, all right. Louis and Justine, we look so forward to seeing you Saturday night at the Roof Garden.
Thank you so much for having me. hosting us, Jeff.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Jeff.
my friends. All right. Again, Disco Kingz, Saturday night, Roof Garden, 7:30. Get your tickets, roofgardenballroom.com. We thank them for joining us. We thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by West Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. The headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Sons, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.